For love to work, it needs open and honest communication. On the flip side, there are things you should never tolerate in a relationship. That's why I've put down here 10 common and unforgivable things you should look out for in a relationship. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is physical, mental, and emotional abuse. Couples rarely start out by hitting each other from day one, which is why it can creep up on you. Things usually build up from an initial shove or slap and get to the point of unacceptable behavior in a relationship. Too bad, people still stay with those partners, even though that is one key thing they should never tolerate in a relationship. I know you may be asking yourself, why do these people still stay in such relationship? But the reasons are complex. It ranges from fear to low self-esteem and maybe lack of supportive friends. After the moment of abuse, I mean physical abuse here, the offender, meaning the abuser, turns on that charm and amazing excuses. Over to mental and emotional abuse. These two can be subtle. An example of this is insulting you and generally undervaluing you. Either way, it destroys your self-esteem and you end up second-guessing yourself and being overly emotional. The second thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is ignoring boundaries and needs. Partnerships are built on a solid foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding of each other's differences. That's why you should never be with a partner that intentionally ignores your boundaries and your needs. Because boundaries are guidelines for how you want to be treated and how your needs can be met. This impacts your mental health, and if ignored, will build up over time into resentment and even potential burnout. So please don't ever tolerate a partner or don't ever be in a relationship that your boundaries and your needs are not met or are not respected. The third thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is lack of apology. We have all met those people who think the world revolves around them, so much so that if anything goes wrong, it is never their fault but someone else's fault. They never see their fault and the need to apologize. This is high on the list of things you should never tolerate in a relationship because it affects your self-esteem. With this kind of partner or with this kind of people in a relationship, the little self-esteem you have will slowly erode away. So please avoid people that don't see the need to apologize whenever they do something wrong in a relationship. The fourth thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is manipulation and control. Does your partner tell you what to do, where to go, who to see, what not to do? It's always not easy to spot manipulation in a relationship, trust me. But deep down, you will know that something is off, and these are the things you should not even tolerate in a relationship. Sometimes people manipulate others and control others by making them feel guilty of offense they didn't even commit, or by withdrawing, and then reward them later with their so-called presence after they've given them what they want. So you don't have to be with a partner that manipulates and controls you. Have a mind of your own, okay? The fifth thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is comparison. Sometimes we all doubt ourselves at certain point during the day. The worst thing is for your partner to call you out on those things you're insecure about and compare you to other women, because your partner is supposed to love you despite your imperfection. And if they are showing the opposite behavior, then perhaps they are using you for other motives. Maybe they don't really love you anyway. So don't tolerate a partner that compares you to other people, okay? The sixth thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is shaming. Do not tolerate a partner that body shame you or criticize your character traits. Take note of this, because no one is perfect. So he or she has to accept you for being you and not forcing you to be someone else who you're not. So please don't accept any form of shaming in a relationship. The seventh thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is gaslighting. Gaslighting in this case is your partner denying the fact that he or she did you wrong, or distorting in a way that you start questioning your reality. So people that do these things can make you go wacko. So don't be with a partner that gaslights you. Run from them when you see them. Okay, guys, before I go over to the 8, 9 and 10 on my list, please have you subscribed to my channel, because I know you're enjoying this and you're going to pick a lot from this. Please do me that honor of subscribing to my channel and liking this video so the algorithm will know there is something interesting here to watch. Please do me that favor. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Mwah. So the 8th thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is neediness and clinging. Guys, any form of clinging can be quite suffocating, and it also shows a lack of self-esteem and insecurity. It can be mentally challenging and exhausting to live with. So please, guys, stay away from these things in a relationship. The 9th thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is dismissing your family. No one has a perfect family, but you don't expect them to be insulted by your partner. It's never a good sign if your partner never sees your family. It may seem harmless at first, but with time you will see that your partner is at odds with your values and who you are. Remember, family defines us, so don't tolerate any partner that does not accept your family or dismiss your family. The 10th thing on my list you should never tolerate in a relationship is refusing to compromise and negotiate. Remember, being human means being imperfect, and that's also true for a relationship. In reality, it's the couples who accept their imperfection and who want to grow together and learn together that makes it true. The perfect partnership means supporting each other to be the best version of themselves, and that's impossible to do with someone who won't compromise or even listen to you. So pay attention to these things I've listed and do not tolerate these things in your relationship. These are common things, but if you think about it very well, they are unforgivable things. So don't tolerate any of these things in your relationship. The last and final point I have to give is do not tolerate disrespect of any kind in your relationship. Disrespect is something you should not negotiate. It's a non-negotiable. If your partner cannot respect you, don't be with such person. And that's all I have to say in this video. Please, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have more things we shouldn't tolerate in a relationship, please drop in the comment section. Remember, we're all learning together. Okay, thank you for staying put and watching this video till the end. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.